Good morning, good afternoon, good day, everyone. Welcome to our webinar, Smart Configuration Documentation for Jira. We are supposed to start now at 7 p.m. Spanish time, but we're going to give 5 minutes as courtesy for those ones who are rushing up with their tasks or for those ones who are a little bit late. So we're going to give them the chance to join us and to enjoy this webinar from the beginning. So we're starting the 5 minutes now. My name is Edu. It's a pleasure to welcome all of you here. So if there's anyone who is not able to listen to me or who is not able to see the screen, please let us know. Otherwise, we're gonna check with our IT support team in order to fix it. So is the volume okay? Is the screen presenting okay as well? So this is a webinar, but we really enjoy to have you very active. And obviously we really want to know your feedback. So if there's anything that interrupts this webinar, so please let us know so we can fix it with our IT support team. Hello everyone to the webinar. If you want, you can use the chat so you can present yourself because I always love to know who is on the other side. So you can say hi, hello, you can present yourself. You can say as well where you're coming, or like where you're connecting from, because this is a webinar like focused and in worldwide. So we're presenting to everyone. As we said, we're going to give 5 minutes as courtesy for those ones who are rushing up with their tasks, or for those ones who are running a little bit late. So we're giving the chance for everyone to join us and to enjoy this webinar from the beginning. We are starting at 7 o'clock. We are already 2 minutes. So in 3 minutes, we're going to start the webinar. Hi, we are doing very fine. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Very welcome to our webinar. Okay, so we have more users joining to the webinar. This webinar is supposed to start at 7 o'clock, but we are giving like 5 minutes as courtesy for those ones who are late in order to give them the chance to join us and to see the webinar from the beginning. So as I said, I love to know who is on the other side, so you can present yourself on the chat. So just say hi, hello, and you can just say where are you coming from, your names. So it's a pleasure to have all of you here. So we have 1 minute left, and in 1 minute, we're gonna start the webinar. My name is Edu, and I'm gonna be the hoster of this webinar. Okay, so we have more users joining to us. So all of you are very welcome. It's a very pleasure to have you here. So the Smart Configuration Documentation for Jira webinar. Okay, we have some seconds left. So now it's already 5 minutes past 5, past 7 here in Spain. So we're gonna start the webinar. Okay, So, good morning, good afternoon, good day, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. We are very pleased to give you the welcome to a Smart Configuration Documentation for Jira webinar. My name is Edu. I'm representing Ace1Soft, the company who's in charge of this amazing product add-on in Jira. And we're going to give you the webinar of this amazing product. So let's go. So in this session, we will cover several key topics. We'll start with an introduction to the webinar, discussing common challenges with Jira documentation and share practical use cases. We will introduce the Smart Configuration add-on, and finally, discuss the advantages for Jira administrators. Who are we? We are S1Soft. Okay, so we are an experienced family with more than 8 years in developing Jira add-ons. In this current webinar, we are about to show you the ultimate tool for documenting workflows and keeping a healthy Jira setup. This fantastic app is built as a quick, straightforward way to visualize all Jira project configuration schemes in one single point and share it with others. So, do you struggle with documentation as a Jira administrator? I guess so. So many Jira users face challenges with documentation, such as outdated information, difficulty in accessing relevant data, and maintaining consistency across various instances. We aim to address these issues today. So, what are the use cases and practical applications? The add-on is particularly useful for teams that are migrating to the cloud or data center, restructuring merging instances, inheriting an instance from another administrator, and last but not least, this amazing tool will allow you to get the documentation of your Jira project configuration quickly, up to date, and ready to be understood by non-admin users. Migrating your Jira setup can be very complex, so Smart Configuration simplifies this process by providing documentation that ensures a smooth transition without losing critical configurations. When restructuring or merging Jira instances, maintaining proper documentation is essential, so Smart Configuration allows users to monitor and document changes efficiently. Inheriting Jira instances can pose challenges. Smart Configuration helps new administrators understand existing settings and document configurations properly to ensure continuity. Let's see how can we access to the Smart Configuration. Users can easily navigate to the Smart Configuration add-on through the Jira interface. We will outline the steps needed to locate the add-on efficiently. So, are you ready to see it in action? So let's go. It's very easy. In Data Center version, we need to go to the admin menu, and once in, we click in Manage Apps. On the left side, you need to choose our add-on configuration, Smart Configuration Documentation for Jira. Yes, so here you have it. In the cloud version, on the left side, we click in Apps menu. Then we need to choose our add-on Smart Configuration Documentation for Jira. And here you have it. Here, you will find the home page of the add-on, and it's very simple to use it. Just choosing the project you are interested in. Automatically, once you have chosen the project, the options will be preloaded with the sections according to the project type. All the projects have these sections shown on the screen which will get documented, except calendars, SLAs, and request types. The three sections will appear automatically in service management projects. These issue types will appear if only workflow actions are selected. For any issue type chosen, its workflow will get documented as well. As you can see, you can reorder, you can unselect, and select the sections and the issue types as your needs require. Currently, the add-on is available in data center version and in cloud version as well. Both versions work on the same way. The only difference perceived is that automations, SLAs, and calendars are documented with user email and API token in the cloud version. This happens because of Atlassian API's limitations. Here below, you have the button to click in order to generate the documentation. Tachan, it's that simple. Now, all the project is documented in just one site. So, in the first place, you have an index in which you can directly access to any section you are interested in. On the left side, you have a floating index with the same function. It's permanent no matter in which section you are, or if you are scrolling up or down the screen. It's very visual, easy, direct, and fast. Now we are about to explain you how all these sections are shown in the document. First of all, project information. Here you have the information of the project details. Next, you have project schemes, the information of the configuration schemes set up to the project. The last column shows you which schemes are shared with other projects. So if you click to any scheme, you will access to it directly. Project issue types, the information of the issue types set up to the project, like ID, name, type, and description. Project versions. All the versions created in the project are documented. You have all the details like name, description, status, start date, and release date. Project components. All the components created in the project are listed with name, lead, and description. Now moving to project members. All the roles are listed with the users and groups assigned to each role. Now, project custom fields. Any custom field that appears on the screens, conditions, validations, post functions, automations, permissions, and notifications are documented in this section. So when we want to highlight that the contexts are reported as well in this section of the document, the custom fields are linked to its original configuration menu as well. Project global actions. Any action that appears on the permission schemes will be listed here. The actors are any item, role, user, group, custom field, etc., granted to the permission for each action. In the notifications, you will have documented any item, roles, watchers, group, current assignee, etc. assigned. If we enter more into details, in the project global action, you have these three important actions: create issues, browse projects, and edit issues. We're going to start with browse projects and edit issues. You will have the main information like descriptions, actors, etc. For any issue type, you have the view screen with information from three sites just in one: the screen itself, the field configuration scheme, and the custom field context. In the first column, it is indicated if the field is required or not. In the second column, if the field is hidden or not. And in the last column, if there's any context configured. The difference that you will be able to perceive in the Browse project is that if there's any security level set up, it will be documented in the issue security. Now let's move on to the create issues. So normally it should have the same structure as the browse and edit issue. It's not an error because, as you can see, the screen is shown in the initial action of each workflow. Project workflow actions. So in this section, it is shown the workflow of all the issue types selected. The workflows appear with the same order of selection. Each workflow has the direct link into the real workflow followed by the list of status. It is important to highlight that in the data center version, the workflow diagram is shown as well. In the cloud version, is not yet available due to API adhesion limitations. Following this, you will be able to see that all the transitions documented. So in transitions, here you have all the information like ID, name of the action, descriptions, and actors. Moreover, we have the origin status, which could be more than one, followed by the destination status. Afterwards, you will see the screen of the transition. An action of create will always show its screen. For the rest of actions, only the transitions with the screen setup will be shown. At the end of its transition, you will have documented at once the conditions, validations, post functions, notifications, and properties. Normally, in order to check the content of conditions, validations, and post functions, you have to go inside of the workflow and click each option. Our add-on simplifies it in just one document. Let's continue with the project request types. In this section, you will have documented all the request types with all the information needed. In first place, you will have listed the groups followed by the request types in each group. For example, here you have the link to access directly to the request type as other information like request type name, issue type, request type help text, fields. In fields, you will be able to appreciate if it is required by the user or not, and if it is hidden, which default value shows. Project automations. In this section, any automation is documented as well, with all the information needed. ID, name of the automation, description, creation date, update date, owner, actor, notify on error options, allow rule trigger, if it's activated or not, and if the automation is enabled or disabled, and the components. Calendars. All the calendars set up in the project will be documented here as well. So as you can see, it's very visual and it's very easy to read and to interpret. SLAs. In the same way, the project SLAs will be listed in the document. As a reminder, automations, SLAs, and calendars are documented with user email and API token in the cloud version. This happens because of Atlassian API's limitations. In the data center version, is documented without any limitation. Now let's move on to exporting the documentation, because it's very good to have it just in one document, but now how do we share it to others, or how do we save it? So now we're going to see it. So once arrived to this point, we have shown you all the documentation that our add-on generates. In order to share, treat, read, save this documentation, you can export it into different formats like Word, PDF, JSON, and to Confluence. It's very easy. Here on top of the documentation, you have the options available in order to get the format you desire. It is as simple as you just need to click in the desired option. In the formats of Word and PDF, the index is linked to each section, so it's very simple as well to navigate in them. So here we're showing you like the different formats. We showed you Word, now we're in the PDF. As you can see, it's very simple and you have all the document in just one document. And now here in JSON as well. So it's very good. So when it comes to export to Confluence, you have two options, through authorized site or through API token. So we're going to explain you how to show you in real life both. So in authorized site, in the case you don't have any site authorized, you will need to click at the bottom to authorize new site. You will be forwarded into the application links menu of Jira in order to choose and connect the link of Confluence you need. Once you have done that, you just need to choose the Confluence site, the space, and the page. And here you will be able to export a new page or update an already existing one. So it's very intuitive as well as a user in order to use it. So now we are exporting and updating, for example. Now, how do we do it as with API token? In this way of exporting to Confluence, you will need to fulfill the spots indicated with your email address and the API token you have. As you can see here on the screen, you just need to fulfill those fields. In the case you don't have any API token, you can create a new one by just clicking here at the bottom, as we showed you before. Afterwards, you will need to paste the URL of the Confluence site you want to get it exported. And once arrived to this point, works the same way I explained you before with the authorized site, just choosing the space, the page, and if you want to export it into a new page or update into an already existing one. Moreover, you have access to the history of the documents exported to Confluence. Only the last 20 items will be listed here. If you want to reuse or update an already exported document to Confluence, you have to click into Actions. If we are talking about an authorized site, all the information will be preloaded. In the case of API token, you will need to complete the token each time in order to get the rest of the information preloaded. Now, let's go to versioning the documentation, because most probably you're managing a lot of documents. So you're maybe doing a lot of configurations and changes, and sometimes it's good to see the versions created. So the options you will see on the right side of Actions, it is saved versions. This is a huge benefit in order to have all the history of the multiple versions created. In the data center version, you can create the version by just writing a label. All of them will be listed here. Afterwards, you can make it to be shown in the add-on. You can download it or just delete it. In the case of the cloud version, each time you create a version, this one, it is automatically downloaded. If you want to check previous versions, you will need to examine on your PC folders and choose the version you desire. If you have a selected version and you want to compare it with another one, our add-on simplifies your life by highlighting the differences without the need of reading in depth both versions. So you just need to click in Compare With and select the version to be compared. Automatically, our add-on indicates the amount of differences. If you click there, you will be directly forwarded to the first difference. As well, you have these arrows on top in order to go directly to the following or the previous difference. In this case, we are comparing the current configuration with the saved version label 3. In the first difference perceived, the add-on shows you that in the saved version label 3, there was no project description, but in the current one, there is. In the second difference, the project default assignee was unassigned, but the current version has an assigned the project lead. What about the next ones? Before there were no project versions, instead, in the current version we have two. In the fifth difference, the description of the Jira component has been modified. And last difference, the group administrators has been added to the service desk team role. These are some few examples to show you how visually is our add-on. So finally, we are pleased to show you another benefit of our add-on. This one consists on the workflow user guide. This feature is available if permission is given in any issue. What is the function of this feature? It is a guide for the user at any context in terms of solving issues. So if the user does not know exactly what to do in the issue, the user does not need to check the documentation. This feature will explain the user what to do in any case if it is well documented. Meanwhile, the administrators document the workflow and the processes. It will help to increase users' productivity and saving time. If you are interested in workflow user guide details, we are very pleased to announce that we will make another webinar specific for this feature. So it is time for your feedback. We would love to know which are your doubts and questions, so feel free to let us know. So I think that there are some people that they joined us before, and there are some of them that they joined a little bit late. So my name is Edo. I'm representing Ace1 Soft. We are a high-tech family working in looking for solutions, basically. So if you have any question, we will love to know. Like I love to know the people, so I love to know who is on the other side connected. So you can present yourself, where are you coming from, and expressing your feedback. If there's anything that it's on your mind, please just express it, please, because we will be like very pleased to answer them. So we're gonna give some minutes for you because you are the main actor in this, not me. So enjoy your time. If there's anyone who wants to check maybe another slide or previous slide that for those who joined a little bit late, for me, there's no problem. We are here to help. We're here to give solutions. So just ask me and I will be pleased to deliver what you need. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. So I'm gonna check the chat. Hey, Irvin. Hi, how are you doing? Where are you from? So we're asking like if we expect this session recorded, will be upload anywhere? Yes. After this webinar, we're gonna send you an email with this webinar, and we're gonna give you all of our contact details. So if you have further questions or further needs, so you have a direct and easy contact to us. Like you can contact us through LinkedIn to Ace1Soft. You can just use the search browser and just look for us there. Otherwise, you have our email address, support@ace1soft.com. So you have different channels, and obviously, very important, this add-on is available in our marketplace in Jira. So if you're interested, you can just check for a smart configuration for Jira, and you will have the result. So it's our add-on. So if you are looking for a IT solution like us, so you just need to download it, and then feel free to use it. I'm gonna tap here down. From India. Wow. Welcome. We are doing well here as well. I'm gonna write down like our contact. First of all, it's our email address. So there you will be able to contact us. And so here if you type this on LinkedIn, you will directly find us. So you're welcome, Arvind. You're such a nice guy. Like, very welcome. So having said that, if there are no more questions, or if there are more, I'm gonna wait for you. Because this is supposed to be ending at 45, but it's approximate. It depends on the amount of questions, on the amount of conversations after the webinar. So normally it's between 1/2 and 3/4. So we are on time, so it's okay. Same to you. Have a nice day as well. Thank you so much. So if there are no more questions, so we are gonna conclude this webinar. So thank you for assisting, and feel free to check our add-on, to download it, and to, if you have any question, to use our contacts as email and LinkedIn, and we will be pleased to answer all of your questions. So thank you so much, and have a lovely day. Bye.